welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Aquarius about whether or not they're being faithful. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We've finally got some nice weather in Minneapolis, so I think everyone's mood is lifting, so that's exciting. So we're going to, like I said, dive into whether or not someone's being faithful here. So I'm going to start off with the Tattoo Tarot and see who we have involved in this message. And then at the end, we're going to finish things off with what their hidden thoughts are. So let's see. What do we have for Aquarius, please, on fidelity? So right off the bat here, what I see is a partnership that has been fruitful in terms of success and finances and probably like building a home together. So there's definitely financial reasons for this to be, treasured or important to somebody. What else do we need to know for Aquarius for fidelity? But we have somebody here who's being sneaky with regards to where their heart lies, right? Who do they think about when they go to sleep? Who do they think about when they wake up? They're not being honest about that. I'm getting drawn to the birds and the Ace of Cups card, so you might be drawn to birds, or birds might be relevant to your story in some fashion. Not for everyone, of course. All right, and then we've got the Knight of Cups coming out. The Knight of Cups is kind of an immature energy. It's often going to depict somebody who has some feelings, but they might be exaggerating to themselves or to other people how much that actually means to them. I always like to point out that cup that he has is like transparent or see-through. It's like imaginary, right? All right. So let's move on to the Rider-Waite, and we'll get a little bit more detail here for you, Aquarius. For clarification on the Three of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords coming out. And the Five of Swords talks to me about failure, but it can also talk about someone like kind of getting out of something unscathed. So Aquarius, what I kind of pick up from this is there might be some external influence or external like participation here. Like, for example, I'm kind of getting the vibes of like friends who are covering up or providing an alibi for whoever it is that's doing the infidelity type thing, but they're gonna get caught. With the Page of Pentacles coming out here, to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles is reaping what you sow. And with the Page of Pentacles, that's telling me that there's some inequality here in terms of one person out-earning the other, and perhaps even a little bit of jealousy or some like frustration or irritation over that. And that could be why someone didn't want to end the relationship before they decided to go down a path with somebody else. What else do we have for Aquarius for fidelity on Ace of Cups, please? All right, so we have the High Priestess coming out, but it seems like she's coming out in the reverse. So I think what we have here is somebody not following their intuition. So Aquarius, if you have suspicions that your partner is not being faithful, I think either for a period of time or even currently, you're trying to kind of push out of your mind or out of sight any kind of sign that is pointing you in that direction because you'd rather not believe it. What else do we have for the Seven of Swords, please? And then we have the Nine of Swords coming out. This is causing some restless sleep for somebody. So there's definitely a feeling that somebody is regretting this or feeling like they've made a bad decision, or they're just worried they're going to get caught. And then we have the Emperor coming out. I see that somebody here has matured, and I'm kind of getting the vibe that this Emperor energy is telling me that whoever is being fake or flighty here, the other person's going to wise up and start using their intuition. So they may not have been, or you may not have been, but they're going to start taking action. So hopefully that's soon for you. All right, let's get a little bit more clarity here with the Tarot Familiars. Tell me more about the Five of Swords, please. Also, if any of you have any feedback on the weekend, the Wicked Weekend that I did, I would love to hear what you liked about it or what you would do differently about it. I'd love to be able to do more of those for you guys, but I want to make sure it's something you actually want. So we have the Ace of Wands coming out, and this is clarifying our Five of Swords. So it looks like whoever was trying to like pull one over on you that is failing is going to be a little bit shocked by your willingness to pivot or make changes that suit you. So in other words, if this person is clearly not going to be the right fit for you, you're going to be willing to end the relationship faster than they thought you would be. Page of Pentacles, please. Tell me what else we need to know for Aquarius. Four of Swords. So there's going to be a period of healing here and introspection, but I also get a sense that the person who's dealing with this, who hasn't done anything cheating wise, they're going to end up being quite a lot stronger than they were going into this relationship. It might feel like it's just like another nail in the coffin of your being able to believe in love, but at the end of this process, you're just going to be stronger in your conviction that you want to remain open to that love because you are taking the time to heal from it. Tell me more about the High Priestess in reverse, please. So we've got the Ten of Wands here. So this is a burden that is about to be put down, and I get the impression that this is going to help you learn a lesson regarding intuition. Namely that if you have a gut feeling about something and you trust it, things seem to go a little bit better for you than if you ignore it. Which pretty much is everyone's experience, just so you know. Nine of Swords, please. King of Wands. So this could be a little bit of a confirmation that the person who's doing the infidelity here is a masculine, but I'm also seeing this as somebody being really, really focused. See how that cat's looking at the candle flame? Really, really focused on this new beginning. Because see how it's like the same cat, it's a black cat, as in the Ace of Wands? So part of this Nine of Swords energy that the person who committed the adultery is going to feel is seeing the other person really enjoy their new beginning. So a little bit of a humble pie or redemption here is in the works. Tell me more about the Emperor, please. Tell me more about the Emperor, please. And then we've got the Four of Wands. I literally just said redemption, and Four of Wands can signify marriage, but it can also signify redemption. And I think the redemption here is going to come when the person who had to go through this finds greater happiness on the other side. That doesn't mean after they die. All right. And now we're actually going to make use of some cards that I've kind of hidden from you guys. I made them a while ago before I invested in like 89 tarot decks. And they're just thoughts that someone could have. So we're going to see what thoughts come out here for you guys. What do we have for Aquarius? They're also like way too big for my hands, so that's part of the reason I don't use them as much anymore. Alright, what do we have for Aquarius, please? One more for Aquarius, please. Okay, well, I think, the thoughts from two different people here. So the first two, I believe, would be the cheater. I have a sex addiction or a cheating kink or fantasy. So I get the feeling that this might be one of those things that your intuition didn't let you like really pay too much attention to, or rather you ignored your intuition when they were trying to warn you about that. Maybe you guys were like watching porn together sometime and they were like, ooh, let's look at this like cheating one, and you were like, I like to put you through tests. So this person was trying to figure out whether or not, well, basically trying to figure out what they could get away with and whether or not you were good enough for them. And that's just hot garbage there. So whoever does that shit, like, fuck you. And then we have the other person. I am heartbroken. I'm so sorry. And I wish you the best. So what I love about this, Aquarius, is that you are strong enough to acknowledge that even when somebody is callous enough to, you know, break your heart, the wise thing to do here is to cut your losses and move forward. The greatest revenge is to not say another word to that person, but let them hear from other people just how good you're doing. So let's try to aim for that, shall we? I'm sorry if this is bad news for you, but I'd rather you be informed on what's going on in your life than not. So I wish you all the best, just like this card said. And thank you again for all the support, Aquarius. Have a great day.